Today is more than a national holiday. Today is a day in which we pay tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a man of great power and great eloquence that fought peacefully in the Civil Rights Movement from 1955 up until his assassination in 1968. Because of his determination, his dedication, and his courageousness, we see many changes in the world around us today. This legendary individual had a vision for the world to come together and for those to love one another and live in community in unison, regardless of race, regardless of any characteristic that meets the eye, but because of love and who we are. Because at the end of the day, we are all human and we are honestly all one, regardless of what we may see, regardless of whatever can meet the eye. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. fought for his vision to come into fruition, for people to live in unison as one. Because of his long and hard work and efforts, we see that in the world around us today. We no longer see segregation or separation, but we see community and diversity in many ways, in many facets, and all of this is because of him, because of his efforts, and because of those that fought alongside him. And for that, I'm forever grateful. Speaking on my own personal experiences, I have been faced with adversity because of the color of my skin. And you would think, 60 plus years later of the Civil Rights Movement and his long and hard fight, we still see traces of what he was fighting against, and that's okay. Because of him, we know that it is possible. And because of him and his wise words, one of my favorite quotes by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." Those words have never been more powerful than today. In the world around us, we see the Black Lives Matter movement. We see many things that mean something that we should not be silent about, but use it as an opportunity to come together, regardless of race, regardless of color, regardless of anything that could meet the eye. Because of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I am where I am today, and I am who I am today. And for that, I'm forever grateful. In our current political climate, we see many challenges, but because of him, we know that the challenges are conquerable. They are able to overcome. We can overcome them. And because of him, I have a fuel. For me, his efforts, his ambition, his determination, it empowered me to know that I'm not less than, but I am who I say I am, and I am who I strive to be, and not what anyone else want me to be or who anyone else see me to be. Because of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we take today to recognize what he stood for, what he believed in, and what he fought for. And I feel as though today and any other day in this current time are the most meaningful times to just take a moment and sit back and think, he truly fought long and hard for this. He truly persisted regardless of, and peacefully, persisted peacefully, regardless of the disadvantages that came his way, the obstacles that came his way, the trials that came his way. And for me personally, if he could do it, so can I. So because of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I am who I am. I am where I am. I'm a young African-American woman pursuing a degree at a diverse university. And because of him and those that fought alongside him, I am my ancestors' wildest dreams.